Hey everyone, Melissa here, and I'm so thrilled to be back with you finally with a process video that is recent and is not one that I didn't upload before we moved. So I hopefully sound a lot better than I did in my last video where I shared the June 2021 hit kit with you. What we have today is a colour challenge, and the colours are yellow, black and white. And as an additional design team prompt, we have to make a celebration themed layout using one of the following designs: horizontal, circular, vertical, or diagonal. Now, recently I have done circular and I've done diagonal, and horizontal is definitely my go-to, so I decided to challenge myself and do vertical. Yeah, vertical. So what I did was I went through the kit, or the kits. I went through all of the kits and I pulled items that would meet the colour scheme. So I'll explain my photo soon. But papers that I have, this exclusive one called Watermelon Ice, exclusive to Hip Kit. I love it. It's absolutely stunning. And I definitely have a plan for this paper. The B side has these white circles with black polka dots, which I think may also work as well. This paper by Pinkfresh Happy Blooms is called Blossom. Now I may fussy cut out some of the blooms. I'm not going to cut the leaves off. I think the leaves are part of the flower, and I think, you know, there's a little bit of room for movement in this colour challenge. Well, that's my interpretation. A white with black polka dot called Strawberry Crush, and that's also exclusive to Hip Kit. This Happy Blooms paper called Memories, so that's perfect. Lovely and yellow with white detailing, and a piece of cardstock in pollen, and I just had it that way so I could read the name of it, but I'll probably use if I use it, I'll be using the smooth side, and then of course a piece of white cardstock for my background. So for the embellishments, I've got yellow enamel dots. I haven't cut the items off the packets. I haven't even opened the packages yet, but Sweet and Lovely and a sun and a flower. From Happy Blooms, puffy stickers, Best Day, another flower and a lemon and a daffodil. Some exclusive chipboard flair. Summer, the photo is not summer, so I won't be using that, but there is the sun, smile, and these daisies. The word smile. Some small puffy alphabets, also exclusive to Hip Kit. A sticker that I thought might work really well. Also not home life photo, so that's not going to work. Black and white, or black, are these clear stickers, and I love using these. We have some black and yellow wood veneer buttons. And I'm sorry, I'm coughing a lot, and I will edit this to cut out the coughing, so if it seems a bit disjointed, that is why. And also this beautiful yellow puffy alpha. Other items I've removed from the packaging. I made up the little bow with the black and yellow. I've got this twine from my stash in black and white. Excuse the crying in the background. These beautiful vellum butterflies. A die cut from Pinkfresh that I'll probably cut off. Not the green, but definitely the other colours on there. Tag. Other die cuts, black, white and yellow flowers and things. We've got there a little label, another sun and the word delight. So that is those. And my photo, oh no, before I get to the photo, pocket life cards. Today's adventure, I think that'll work really well to explain my photo. A yellow and white card, black and white and black and white. Probably won't use that one because of the bold black and white paper, but I just pulled it to show you because basically this is a challenge, of course. Challenges are not meant to be easy. They're meant to stretch you and push you. And so when I first looked at this kit, I thought, well, this is going to be hard because there's not that much in there, But there is. I mean, when you narrow down your supplies and go through the kits and pull out items, you realise that there's a lot more than I first thought. Here's my photo. It's a recent photo of myself, Ava pulling a funny face, and Brielle. There's balloons in the background. We went up to Auckland for our church's national conference, and Sean and I were up there for 2 weeks for training, and as part of that we helped set up the conference. And the reason it's a celebration is because last year obviously we couldn't have our conference because of COVID and lockdowns and things, so it really was a big celebration to get together this year, and we are very blessed that we can gather together without restrictions here in New Zealand. I know a lot of you can't, and we certainly don't take it for granted. So rather than go with a birthday or, I don't know, engagement or anything like that, or wedding for a celebration, I decided to go with something a bit more recent and a bit more different. So that is my photo, and I'm going to get started. Okay, so I'm doing this voiceover a couple of days later, and I'm hoping that my voice is better, because I feel a lot better than I did when I made this video. So the first thing I did was take this geometric black and white paper and cut it down, and I wanted the center vertical piece to be in the center of my page. So I think I just cut 2 inches either side of it, and I'm using my mat, and I'm using the 6, which is the center of the 12 by 12, just to line up that inner triangle. And then I've lightly, or not that lightly actually, distressed my edges. Now I wanted to cut or create some balloons because it's a celebration theme, and so I just fussy cut out the circles on the other side of that paper, and that paper is pink, but the circles are white with little black polka dots, which obviously works really well with the black, white and yellow theme. And so I've just pierced around the edge, and if you watch my videos you would have seen how I stored my thread before. This is like still a messy way of doing it, but a little bit better than the box that I had. So I just wanted to choose a yellow, and I think there was a couple of yellow options that I had there, pale yellow and this yellow. And I've gone with this yellow because it's a new skein, and I've got a lot more in there. So if I know I want to stitch 3 of these, so I don't want to run out. And I'm just doing a basic back stitch. I'm not showing you all of it because that would be boring. So yeah, that's my process. And there you can see them. They don't look like balloons yet. And I guess balloons really aren't perfectly circular. They're more like a pear shape, but you get the idea. Then I tore this basil yellow cardstock. It was kind of difficult to tear, but I just wanted it rough, and I wanted the edge of the inner core to show, and it's a yellow core, it's not white. And so there's a way to do it. If you tear with your right hand, you'll reveal the inner core. If you tear with your left hand, the inner core will be on the reverse side. And so because it's textured cardstock, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have one side textured and one not. So I've also got this black and white polka dot. It's really lovely as well. So I'm just cut a large piece of that, distressed it, and I think I realised at this point that it's not looking very even. I've got too much of the white, black and white showing on the right side, so I trimmed down another piece and trimmed a piece off it and distressed my edge. So yeah, I'm actually I'm struggling to talk, just being so congested and coughing for so long. So I just feel really nasally, and I'm struggling to get my words out properly. So do bear with me. I'm hoping that by my next video, or maybe not because I have to record that one soon, I'll be better. But anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just happy to be back in my house, new house, and being able to create again. So I machine stitched in yellow. I've got my sewing machine set to quite a small stitch. I need to change that. I've had a bit of problems with it. And my thread is quite thin, which doesn't help either. Having a bit of a glue battle here. I had ordered some glue from the States, and I ordered some product months ago, and I don't know, it seems to have gotten lost. the last I heard, it was sent to Japan. It went via a French company, post company, and yeah, it went to Japan, and it's going to be delivered to my old house in Queenstown, but we're not there anymore. So anyway, friends are renting our house, and I'm sure I'll get it, but I just don't know when. So I'm going to have to find an alternative solution to that. So I've grabbed some vellum. I'm not sure if it's the white vellum. I just grabbed some vellum that was sitting around. But in the kit is white vellum. It must be. Excuse me, it's hard to tell. Okay, I just had to stop and cough, and so I'm sorry about that. Just adding some craft foam behind my photo. It's a pretty standard technique for me, and it means that I can tuck things underneath my photo easily. So I've got that today's adventure card, which I think is perfect for telling my story. It's quite plain and simple, which I love because it enables me to dress it up. So I've distressed the 3 edges that will be showing. I've put that puffy sun sticker on there, and now I'm looking at these beautiful clear stickers. They are quite a thick acetate. I've put a word on top. I can't even see from where I'm sitting. Put a word on top of the puffy sticker. I do love to layer embellishments, so if you have a product like a clear sticker, think about creative ways that you can use it. Now I've also added something to each of my balloons. I've added this wood button in yellow, and a butterfly clear sticker and a flower clear sticker, and I love the way these end up looking. So of course I can't leave a button unstitched. It's like a tag, I have to add twine. So I've added my stitching there, and I'll position them soon. So I'm just going into these frames and puffy stickers, and I'm loving that word smile. I think it looks really cute. Ava is pulling a really funny face there. That's just where she's at the moment, and I just have to go with it. So just using my ruler to line it up, and a little bit different for me is placing the photo on the left side of my layout, and the reason for that is because I'm looking across to the right. If in the photo, in the actual moment, I'm looking to the left, but it's mirrored, so I'm looking to the right and the girls are there, but to me it makes sense to have myself looking across the page. So here are some fussy cut flowers from the Happy Blooms paper. I did that off camera because this video is already verging on too long, and I'm sorry about that. I just didn't want to not show you as much of the process as possible. So yeah, I fussy cut them off camera. I just cut 3 of them, and then I just wanted them in 3 different positions, and I think the places I've put them are good because these balloons are going to be on the top part of the layout. So I've attached that twine with double-sided tape. I always think that's the easiest way to attach twine rather than glue. And then I'm tying these threads in a knot, which I can't remember if I cut this out or not. And then I've just put this foam tape behind each of them, 2 pieces on each one just to lift them up. And I think I also, put it over the double-sided tape where I'm holding the twine down. So yeah, like so. And then once I know what positions I want, I'll take the backing off the double-sided tape and adhere them, so like I'm doing now. And I want them kind of staggered. I did off camera sort of play around with this to make sure I got it where I wanted it. And then I'm tying a knot, and I did think about threading the threads through the hole on the top of the tag, but because I'm going to put the bow up there, you're not going to see it anyway. So yeah, I tried a knot and that didn't work, and then I just tied another piece of twine around it and secured it with double-sided tape. I've trimmed it off, and I'm going to tuck it underneath with my silhouette tool. So that would have looked really cute too, but I really wanted to put that tag in there because it's yellow, so it's a good way to hide the threads in this case. And I have run out of glue dots. I'm going to have to make a trip to the nearest town. So basically we've moved to a little town called Balclutha. It's in South Otago, and if you know New Zealand, there's an area down here kind of bottom right of the South Island on the coast called the Catlins, and where we live is like the gateway to the Catlins. And so we have come over here to pastor a church. We were not pastors before, we've just been ordained, and God has called us here, and we're really excited. It's a massive change for our family, but we've basically moved to the country. So I will put a link to my personal my personal Instagram below, and if you're interested in following our little journey as a family, I'm sharing quite a lot on there about moving here, and in my Insta stories you can see the highlights. In my highlights, you'll see the stories that I posted about moving here. So basically this photo was taken, we went to Auckland and we had 2 weeks of training up there because our church, like the main campus of our church is up in Auckland, and so we're pastoring the Balclutha campus. So it's totally different for us. It's really exciting. I've got a whole lot more to share about it. I'm not going to get into all of it now because I really want to talk about what I'm doing, but that is sort of the background as to why I haven't been around for a couple of weeks, and as to what's going on in my life. So it's major upheaval in terms of moving the family over here, and yeah, that's why I took a 2-week break from HipKit, but I'm really, really happy to be back. And this is my first layout with the June 2021 kits. They're absolutely stunning, and I do love a good colour challenge. And I think it helps when you have all these kits in front of you and you don't know where to start, limiting your supplies by like a colour challenge is a really good way to start. So yeah, I've probably said enough about it now. I will talk more about it in my project life. Is probably the best place for me to talk about it. And I'll be documenting it all as well. So here I'm building my clusters. I'm adding clear flowers, or clear sticker, sorry. You can tell I haven't done a voiceover for a while, as well as my voice problem. So I'm adding the clear stickers, the florals, and then I'm layering, what else am I layering? Die cut leaves, little die cut flowers. I've got some of the chipboard flair that I've tucked under my layers. I had a piece of the yellow border strip and puffy stickers. And then for my title, I was wanting to call it Global Impact. Maybe to put impact, let's put Global 2021. So Global is our church conference. And like I said in my intro, we weren't able to have a conference last year because of restricted numbers due to COVID, but it was really exciting to be able to get up there. So we had the training for, we were up there for 2 weeks, we had training, and then it ended with our church conference, and it was just amazing. And I will definitely be documenting more of it, and I just thought that the celebration theme was perfect for this little photo of us setting up, or during setup. So then I was so happy to see that these tiny little puffy alphas had numbers, so I've just added 2021, and that is my layout. So I hope you enjoyed my process. Apologies again for my voice, I'm so sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it at the moment except just hope and pray that I get better. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in the kits, do head on over to the website to become a subscriber, where you get a discount on your kits. Thanks guys.